If you don't fix your deadlines, and then the same work will continue for a longer time. So it's necessary to fix them. But what we will do, first, how do you manage your time? And thereafter I give my address, and then we have one PPT also, which I like to play. And then we'll take some kind of decisions, okay, how we should manage our time. Now, last time we did the same thing about communication. So how many of you honestly have observed the principles in which we agreed? What was that? Speaking clearly and modulating and listening. Speaking clearly, modulating, listening. So how was the experience?
Not all, but couple of them.
I agree. It cannot happen that once in a way, once suddenly you can change the habit. It is not possible. But even if you have remembered at some time and forgotten it, then gradually you will keep on remembering more times and forgetting less number of times. That is how you change your habit. Okay, what is modulation?
Changing your speech with the emotions or
5 elements.
using.
That is clarity. So what we talked about is articulation. Articulation is absolutely important, imperative, because you people are speaking on the telephone with other nationals. So their cultural background is different. So you must speak clear English. I don't say accent. You may have a local accent a little bit, it's not a problem. But clarity is a must. And how the clarity comes? By using speech organs. That was the clarity. Taking a deep breath, using the speech organs, you will be clear. Then you must listen. Listen twice as much. Because basically communication plays a very important role in your work. Anybody, in the team members' work, more importantly for the team leader, because he or she has not only to communicate but also motivate. So how do you motivate people? Only by strong communication. So what I would suggest is, okay, last time when I met you, I found there was a little shyness of coming ahead and speaking. So, but as the day passed, I found shyness was totally different. We had many different teams, etc. So that was a good thing. So today, stage fear will not be there. Today we focus on time management. So please come here and speak honestly. What are the difficulties of time that you have? And I tell you, time is, since it's a resource given equally to everybody, so if you manage your time, you will be more relaxed. Now relaxation will give you better focus, which in turn make you a happy person. After all, we all want to be happy. Ultimate aim is to be happy. Then I'll talk to you. One must identify which are the enemies of your happiness. Individuals, enemies to beautiful. Okay, who will start? Yes. Because you manage your time nicely, so you have no problem.
What are the?
You have to say how do you manage your time. Time log. Time log is right from morning till evening what you do. That's the time. Speak short sentences so that communication, whatever we discuss, is displayed. Short sentences, pause, and try to bottle it to whatever extent it is possible. Short sentences, pause, take deep breath, so that enthusiasm is there, and talk about your time. How do you manage your time? It will be a good message to others, because you get up very early. To move, then mic also should. Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Closer.
A little closer. See, mic position. Now, when you are moving, please move the mic. Otherwise, what will happen? Some places it will be loud, some other it will not be. It will be jarring also. Holding mic is an art. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I will tell you about my schedule, where it's from morning to evening what I do. So first thing, I get up in the morning at 5 o'clock. I take a bath and fresh up. Then I cook my food generally for whole day, means for the breakfast, then for lunch, then for dinner as well, if possible. Then I at 6 to 6:15 I go for a walk, morning walk for 45 minutes. Then I come back and have my food. By that time my husband goes away for his office, and after that I have only 1 hour. At that time I start my music lessons, means I play violin or view some music, listen some music. Then I catch my bus for my office, and after that, once in office, I have to manage my everything. Means I start with the day for going through all the mails, whatever was there in the day before, or I start prioritizing my work, means which all things I have to do first, any testing stuff we have to plan, or any requirements I have to go through, or anything what is pending from last day, I start with the day. Then after, gradually all the team members comes around, then I allocate all the tasks, and then we have a meeting, standard meeting for the whole team. Then we discuss whatever was pending or whatever issues we are facing. Then we have our lunch at 12:30. 12:30 to 1 o'clock we have a lunch. Yoga was, previously I used to do yoga, but I stopped that. I am just doing small exercises, that's it. After that my husband comes back at 7:30. Then we have some talk about whatever, how the day was. And after that at 8 o'clock I had my dinner. And by 9:30 I take my brush and doing my brushing and everything. By 10 o'clock I am in bed. Thank you. That's my
You are a
job.
big head. So, in your work, you are always ahead of time?
Generally.
Generally.
Yeah.
Good. And your team members also cooperate. How many members are there?
There are 3.
Three. What doesn't? But they, if you are generally ahead of time, I think it's fantastic. Give her a big hand. And the catch is getting up early in the morning. Yes. Only thing is, if you could improve your sentences, speak a sentence a little faster and pause.
Okay.
That's all. Otherwise, it was very articulate, very clear. You did pause, not that you did pause. Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, my time management, I won't say there's much to it, because getting up early is not an issue that I have. It's a compulsion that I do, because I have to reach office by 8:30. If I get up by 5, I freshen up, take my bath, then I leave my home, come to office. So by 6:30, I leave my home.
Don't move it.
Yeah. That's the habit.
Yeah, does it?
So at 6:30 leave my house, take a bus to another bus depot. from I get a direct bus to office, then I catch that bus. And that bus I have around 1.5 hours of time. Within that I listen to music, read some novels, fiction novels. And once I reach my office, I reach by 8:30. I have my tea, my breakfast. Then I start looking my emails, going through my emails. So whatever client emails I have, whatever tasks are there to be performed, those are performed. So 8:30 to 10:30, that's how it is. Then again half an hour break. It would be just chit-chatting around with everyone. Then at 11:30 we have our client call. So we attend that call with my team. And there we discuss what was to be done, that has been done or not, what has been postponed, what's new into it. That's a half an hour call. After that, whatever remaining tasks are there, that is distributed within the team. So I have 2 persons with me for that project. So the tasks are given to them. After that, it's almost 12:30, so we go for lunch. Half an hour, 45 minutes, back in again, and then we do our work which is allocated to us. Then there are some ad hoc requests that we get from other projects as well. We go through that, we help them out. So by that we reach our end of office time. So I leave office around 6:30. After 6:30 I get a bus around 5:45, 5:45. And from there it's the longest journey that I have. So it's almost 3 to 4 hours journey which I have. So again, listening to music, reading some books, or playing games. So it depends what's the mood is. Or I go to another box, as I said earlier, and be there for quite a long time. So it relaxes me, and by the time I reach home, I leave my office behind. So I'm back to my home. I reach my home around 10, 10:30 or sometimes 11. By that time, my kids are waiting for me. So I have my lunch with them, play around with them. Sorry. Yeah, the time I am in UK, so so then chit chat with my family, my mom, dad, talk about how the day is gone by, and by 12:30 off to bed, and that's again 4 to 5 hours sleep. That's about it.
Give him a big hand. What do you think is? That is being decisive. You know yourself, just park it. Totally enough. How much? 86. 91. Yes? 80.
89. I think there are few questions which are not applicable. So,
Like?
maybe something to do with secretary and memos and.
Yes. And secretary and?
Memos.
You see, memos, why not?
Why not?
All your emails are memos.
Okay, memo is still fine.
Email is a memo, and if secretary is not there, your team members are there. So, okay. So, more than 100 you. And what about you?
102.
100, more than 100. More than 100? Only
89.
89. So that means it's a development team. Now, the first two we wanted them to come, and because I thought others said yet to come and all that, plus we will test this equipment. This has to be coordinated with sound and playback. So that was the objective. Now, time is a development need. What are the major problems where you have got scored tests?
It's more on the number of times we can control the interruption from the team members.
Yes. Why it is happening? You see, when you have interruptions, more interruptions, only if, number one, either the thing is not explained appropriately, adequately. Two, there is some problem, the person is not putting his total attention into what he or she is doing. There is some development need. You see, there is some development need. So which only you have to identify. You have to identify. And when there are interruptions, you don't like it, and the person who has to ask also, he or she must be hesitating. You know, the junior will hesitate to ask the senior, and particularly again and again. So that means comfort level is not there. So the comfort level must be there. Must be there. So what you have to do is only you have to seek where you are losing out. Normally, I find if people are verbose, verbosity, what is verbosity? When you use too many words to say something which can be simply said. Or if you speak very fast, or if you are not able to hold the attention of the team members, or you take something for granted, these are the things which they are doing every day, so they should know. So there is some kind of communication gap, only then you will have more interruptions. And more interruptions have to be avoided in many ways. This is one, interruptions. What else? What other distractions you have in the office when you are working? Normally no telephones. How fast you attend your emails? How many emails generally you receive? Pardon?
50 to 60.
So now how fast you attend your emails? Because if you are taking 1 minute more, so accordingly 50 to 60 minutes, about 60 minutes gone. Likewise, prioritizing. She said she is prioritizing. You also make a to-do list and prioritize. So I suggest if it is basically, broadly speaking, it is done one day in advance is much better. Then you can revise it in the morning. If you do it one day in advance, then of course circumstances change. But if you revise, the whole thing is very clear in your mind. So once in a village, there was an old man who had 2 dogs. One dog was white and other was black. So what he used to have dog fights in that village. The 2 dogs would fight, and the villagers would put the wager on one or the other. So the whole thing continued, and then the dogs retired. He retired the dogs and he stopped this. That always you have won. You have never lost. Always you have won. Every week there used to be a fight. He never lost money. He says, because I know which dog I am feeding. So he used to feed one dog more than the other. So likewise, if we have the problems, if we keep on thinking about the problems, then we will continue with the problems. What we should do is, we should always think on the solutions. White dog. Solutions, how? The solution was simple. If you keep on harboring, something goes on, keep on going in your mind. If they are only, "Okay, I will do it," you will do it. If you say, "Okay, he does not cooperate," this fellow comes and he does not understand, he does not listen. As some of you, I heard last time when we were talking about leadership, some said team members don't listen. Actually, it is for the leader to listen more. If you listen more, then your instructions will be more focused. And that's why you are a leader. Actually, leader should listen more. And then prepare. Even a motivational talk, or normally you would be doing only talks, okay, this is a project, this is how you distributing the tasks, this is what you have to do. Do you at that time give the timeline or something? Yes? When you distribute the task, you give the time. Then do you monitor? You see, you are managing maximum people, right? About 30 people. So what kind of difficulties you are facing?
Our practices are different. When we are saying we have principles, the team members should monitor their activities instead of we are forcing them to manage. So basic task is they need to monitor their activities, they need to log their activities, but definitely we try to oversee that if anything is not.
You see, that means if there is system, they need to do. But ultimately, if you are the leader, you will see, you will ensure whether they are doing or not.
We keep on doing it, but we are not focusing on this. We are daily looking at that. We are looking at that. If something goes wrong, then definitely we are taking as a part of our daily standard meeting. People are not logging their time logically towards the completed task.
So then, then you will know who among the team members are not doing it properly and who are doing it properly. So that corrective measure, ultimately, if you do, when the systems are in place, if the system is moving, then you should always be ahead of time.